Alright folks, Virginia's Idiot, we are back with a criminal case on Facebook. Let's head on to chapter number 2 of That Sinking Feeling. I'm almost surprised people are still willing to risk attending one of Mr. Alastair's parties. It's no longer a question of whether someone will be murdered, but who. Theo Vergier was a guest at tonight's party aboard the Gigantic, but was killed outside while others enjoyed the festivities. Ace, you must return to the Gigantic. There are reports of gunfire on board. Gunfire? What the devil is going on? We have a moment to lose, Ace. Let's return to the ship. Captain Fox, what is happening? Senior Trooper Ace heard reports of gunshots. Gunshots? That's absurd. Unless, of course, you mean the flare guns. The Gigantic flare guns are used to send distress signals. Some of the guests wanted a demonstration. Wow, a well-intentioned undertaking, I'm sure. However, we would appreciate it if you refrain from such activity until Senior Trooper Ace has concluded this investigation. Quite right. My apologies, Senior Trooper Ace. Well, thankfully that was a false alarm. We still have a murder to solve. Where to now, Ace? Capital suggestion. Everyone on the Gigantic passed through the pier coming aboard, including the killer. Let's look around the dock. Yep, rip your internet. Yeah, Ship of Dreams from Pacific Bay for sure. Oh, there's a clue right here. And I do see the whale, manhole cover, mirror. That's not a mirror? Oh, that's a mirror. Leather notebook. And I see the canvas sack. Ace, this sack you picked up has paint on it. Perhaps it belonged to Theo Vergier. Look inside to tell us for certain. And there's no doubt that that notebook was the victim's. It has a name on it. Go ahead and work your magic on that lock. And as for that torn newspaper, if you think it's relevant to this case, we should piece it back together. Faux show. We'll be doing that for show. Oh man, Doc 4 with the dockyard killer. Keep it up. Let's see, who is this? Oh. Top job with that newspaper, Ace. It's a story about one of Theo Vergier's exhibitions. The caption says the other man in the photograph is George Buchanan. That name sounds familiar. Oh, I know Ace. He's the media tycoon who runs the Concordia Gazette. A public figure like George Buchanan must be here to last his party. Let's go find him. Interesting. A lot of new people. Ooh, I'm actually getting low on stars. Ace, the message you found in that sack is addressed to the victim. You'll go the way of Artemis Hacks. A cryptic message. And who's Artemis Hacks? I agree, Ace. Let's send this message to Evie. Perhaps Mr. Hacks is registered in the Concordian archives. My guess is it's some sort of book. 12 hours. That makes sense. Yeah, it was ice. It was this head of a horse sculpture, I believe. That's not it for sure. What am I thinking? Nope, that's not it. Well, there were 2 tickets for the Gigantic inside the victim's sketchbook, Ace. 1 ticket for the victim, and another ticket for Renee Decourt, the victim's travel companion. Regardless, if Miss Decourt has a ticket, she must be on board. We had better talk to her. She seems like she's a piece of work. Pardon me, Mr. Buchanan, Oh, well now, my lady, care for a dance? No. We actually want to talk to you about Theo Vergier. Oh, Theo, the old sport. Extraordinary artist. He's here somewhere. I'm afraid Mr. Vergier won't be rejoining the party. He's been murdered. Theo Vergier is dead? Regrettably so. Did you know him well? I knew Vergier from his gallery openings. I collected his work. I was saddened Concordia was losing his talent to Europe, but now he's lost to the entire world. Such a waste of talent. I'll dedicate an edition of the Gazette to him. Okay. Learning. Oh, that pin's gonna be a clue for sure. Pardon me, Miss de Court. It seems you're raising some questions about Theo Vergier. Ooh la la, what's he done now? Theo's always getting into mischief. I'm afraid it's worse than that. Mr. Vergier has been murdered. Murdered? Mon Dieu. My signet wasn't bad enough, and now this? I must sit down. Were you and Theo traveling together? Oh, oui. I was Theo's apprentice. He took me under his wing years ago, teaching me to paint. Having made his fortune in Concordia, Theo wanted to broaden his artistic horizons in Europe. We were setting up a studio in Paris. Can you think of anyone who wanted to harm him? Pas Zuzu. Theo was an artist admired by all. It was an honor studying with a master like him. I suppose I'm on my own now. Yeah, I'm sure it was a thrill. But anyways, guys, I gotta wait 12 hours. I'm gonna grab a lot of stars. I'm Pitching Ace 88. Au revoir. Alright, folks, Pitching Ace 88, we are back. Let's finish this off. Ace, you'll never guess what I discovered about the name Artemis Hex and that threatening messages. Go on, guess. Well, you know I'm no good at riddles, Evie. Why don't you just tell us? Well, very well. Artemis Hex is dead. And he's not from Concordia at all. Artemis Hex was a Greek painter, murdered in the 15th century, bashed over the head, just like Theo Vergier. Except it was stone, not a chunk of ice. Another murdered artist? Well, this message must have been a threat from the killer, Ace. Precisely, and given the obscurity of reference, I've concluded the author has a solid knowledge of art. So Theo Vergier's killer is an art connoisseur. That's too bad. Prisoners aren't permitted to hang paintings in their cells. So Diego del Lobo, we already know he is. We're making headway in this investigation, Ace, but we need more clues. You're absolutely right. There's more thorough we are, the better. So another look in that engine room shan't go amiss. Agreed. Crab, cheese, toilet paper, and plant. What a refreshing change is finding a wooden box that isn't locked, although I have no notion of what's inside. Top of the wooden box is scratched. I agree, revealing the words that were engraved there might solve the mystery. And that painting is clearly the victim's creation. I wonder why he decided to depict the gigantic sinking. Good eye, Ace. Collecting a sample of that brown liquid eye tells more about this painting. Ready, foreshadowing? I do not know, but we will find out. Well, splendid work, Ace. Let's put this brown liquid under the microscope and see what was spilled on our victim's painting. Is it going to be tobacco or alcohol? Would be my guess. You'll probably just smell it. Well, the message written on that box says, "Try working with this now." Well, whatever that device is, someone clearly broke it deliberately. Why don't we cut to the chase, Ace, and have Charlie look at those pieces? Sure. I mean, usually you let me put them together, but yeah, we'll give Charlie. We'll throw him a bone. Whoa. So colorful. Very nice. Rum. Yep. That brown liquid you collect from Theo Vergier's painting is rum. It's not my drink of choice, but rum is every sailor's favorite. And considering the subject of that painting, I wager my last shilling that Captain Fox may well have thrown his drink at it in anger. Let's have another word with the captain to find out. Yep. Could definitely be him. Captain Fox, we wanted to ask you about this painting. Oh, get that cursed thing out of my sight. I should have thrown it off the ship the moment I saw it, and that so-called artist with it. I asked Mr. Vergier to create some paintings for our inaugural journey, but I never dreamed he would paint something like this. Can you imagine hanging a picture of the Gigantic sinking on the ship? I was shocked. I haven't danced all evening. Well, that explains the rum stain, at least. I wonder what else you would have done to vent your anger. Well, I confronted Theo on the deck and warned him that there were to be no more paintings, or I would confine him to his quarters for the duration of the voyage. The man was lucky I didn't throw him over the side. Yeah, I can see how that did not go over well. Anyways, guys, I'm going to wait 12 hours. See you guys in a little bit. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Au revoir. Alright, folks, Pitching Ace 88, we are back. Like Criminal Case on Facebook. We have the little Tiny with us. There he is. Say hi. 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 Is it true that you've seen the Gigantic's engine room, Ace? What a privilege. They say the ship is unsinkable. It's a bold claim. I'd love to look at the design plans. Do you think you could get me aboard? I'm as excited as you are, Charlie, but chin up. You'll get your chance. This won't be the last time that Gigantic sails into Concordia. Now, what have you discovered about the broken instrument Ace found? Of course, this device you sent me is, or was, a pantograph. With this magnificent invention, one can make copies of handwritten documents, drawings, and even complex diagrams. By attaching the two writing implements to the pantograph, one simply traces the drawing or writing in question, and the pantograph draws a copy of the tracing on a separate canvas. It's the perfect forger's tool. Huh. Are you saying that this is used for forgery? Quite right, Ace. There's only one forger we know aboard the Gigantic, Diego del Lobo. Diego is clearly up to his old tricks, despite our warning. And if that message is anything to go by, we're not the only one who's angry about it. Let's put a stop to this once and for all. Oh, it was probably the artist that didn't like it. Just see you in the background, little Tiny. Very interested, huh? Very interested in Daddy. We found your pantograph, Diego. Somebody was clearly not happy you were forging paintings again. Oh, you found that. I can explain. Theo had it in for me. He claimed I was copying his artwork and selling the counterfeits. You're trying to tell us that you weren't? This isn't the first time you've been accused of art forgery. I wouldn't demean myself by forging Vergier's substandard paintings. As someone with an interest in the art of forgery, I bought that pantograph as a collector's item, nothing more. Now, if we're done here, all of this up and down the ship is making me queasy. Oh, come now, Diego, the Gigantic hasn't even unmoored from the pier yet. Well, Theo Vergier may have been a successful artist, Ace, but it's clear he was making waves. Renee Decourt said her mentor was popular in Concordia, while George Buchanan appreciated his talent. Others, like Captain Fox, were less than enthusiastic about Vergier's experimental style. Could the captain have wanted to get Vergier off his ship permanently? Well, all we know for certain is that this murder must have been orchestrated by a Laster. Ace, What's happening? Are the engines running? Ace, I think the Gigantic is setting sail. Oh, brother. We know how that ends. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. But anyways, guys, I've been Pitching Ace 88. I'll see you guys in Chapter 3. Over and out.